Hey, this your boy Diggaveli. Welcome back to the channel. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people been seeing the story that came out about ex-NBA player Joe Smith and his wife just popping out on him with the OnlyFans that she had for a year without him knowing. Pretty crazy story, but what do you expect, man? It's 2023. People have no regard, no respect, or just no dignity at all, man, when it comes to dealing with people. So, I'm not surprised at all by the story, but it got a little bit more interesting because apparently he left the house, which who would stick around after finding something like that out? Somebody that you're married to, you took vows to uphold respect and truth and honesty with each other. And to find out that your wife had an OnlyFans for a year, yeah, yeah, she wouldn't be my wife no more. And most people probably think, oh, well, it's not that big of a deal. Like she said, her body, her choice. Okay, even if that's the case, why could you not let your husband know about it? Enough of me talking, man. Let's get into the video.
Yes, the first question is, where's
How
Joe?
are you guys doing?
Where's Joe?
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now. So yeah.
Kesha, how long ago, obviously we saw in the video that
And you run the TMZ. Instead of handling that situation within, how families are supposed to with privacy, she's on TMZ.
Joe was saying he had no idea that you had this account. How long is the account, have you had the page?
I've had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife, period.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh, wow. Yeah, her OnlyFans is in her LinkedIn description on her Instagram page. So it's completely her husband's fault for not going to dig that shit up. Oh my God, man. Women are they falling so far, man.
And, he has a friend that he's been entertaining, and she decided that, she wants to really put a bigger, wedge in our relationship. So she went digging around my page and was like, oh, do you know that she has this? And it blew up from that. And it's no secret, Joe's financial issues,
Mm-hmm.
and I have always made a good life for myself.
Wow. It's no secret Joe's financial issues. I didn't know Joe Smith had financial issues until she just told me. So how is it no secret? Do y'all see what's going on? Yo, instead of taking accountability for what she did, she brings in his financial problems. It's like that's a thing, that a factor in why she's doing what she's doing. He's an ex-NBA player. He's been taking care of you for I don't know how long. And instead of taking accountability, man, she brings up more problems that make it seem like they make it justify what she's doing or what she did. Nasty work.
Before I met Joe, I was living overseas in Europe, and I had established myself as a singer, and I came back here, thinking that with his persona and who he was, once we got together and I found out who he was, that it would only take off, other things. But, not everybody's hustle and drive are the same. And depression is a serious thing also. So, I've been just like, supporting and dealing and going through his trials and tribulations with him.
Now, depression is a thing. I suffered from it. I still suffer from it from time to time. Due to the loss, I was raised by my grandparents. Lost both my grandparents. Just lost my grandpa in 2019 and lost my grandma in 2021. I still deal with depression and stuff like that. I have bad days. Where I don't feel like I want to do anything, but I still make sure I get up and try to keep myself together. But depression has nothing to do with I'm not sure of their situation or anything. But she said she was a singer in Europe, and she thought that it would blow up with him, being together with him and coming over here. Well, depression has nothing to do with personal grind. She could have used the internet, and she has more resources, so she could have used the internet to blow her music up. She could have linked with a lot of people, did stuff like. To not go as far as you did with your own dreams and to try to put that off and blame somebody else is disgusting, man. Because at the end of the day, You know, we all are responsible for how far we push our dreams. You know, you could give up on your dreams, you could stop living your dreams, but ultimately it's up to you. The only thing that can stop you from fulfilling or pursuing your dreams is the loss of your life, or if you just giving up on them. Those are the only two options, man. Like that could stop you from your dreams. Nobody else.
Him. I've started several businesses, you know, I've been doing a lot, like, and I just figured out, like, I have a home in Cape Verde I'm trying not to lose, and a roof over here we're trying to maintain that we almost got kicked out of. So I just kicked in the drive and did what I had to do, you know, and he won't do it. So I had to, and I'm sorry, you knew I was an adult video star when you met me. So if my survival,
Adult video star. She just said she was a singer and established herself as a singer. This woman is so dishonest. And like I said earlier, just instead of taking accountability, she just placing the blame back on financial problems and Joe Smith. Oh, I had to stop my career to help Joe with his depression. All right, well, he knew I was an adult star, money getting low. Oh, I had to do what I had to do. What the hell does any of that have to do with telling your husband what you're doing? Nasty word.
if I would do anything for my own survival, then what makes you think that would change now? When I retired from the adult industry, I promised myself if I don't sing, I don't eat. So when, you know, my music career wasn't popping here when I left Germany and I stayed here for him, I figured, you know, I would, you know, start a business. I started a puppy friend social club business, a dog sitting business. And then COVID happened and that screwed everything up. I have a moving company, you know, that he actually works for me. Like he works for my moving company. You know, I'm tired of being the one to figure shit out. So I figured it out the best way I know that can maximize the money that needs to come in, because I'm tired of living like, you know, I'm tired of living minimal, you know. It's not fair.
It's not. She's tired of living minimum in a mansion, owning businesses and all that. Well, if she's living minimum, I hate it for everybody else that's living minimum wage and paycheck to paycheck. Because if she's living minimum, they're not living at all.
And I don't understand how you could have had such a maximized life and be so content. This is ridiculous. But we've been together for almost 13 years, though. We've been together since 2012, like after his retirement. And it really wasn't a retirement that he wanted. It was a forced retirement because he just got locked out after the lockout in the 2011 lockout. You guys remember,
Right.
You know, he just never got a new job. Nobody wanted him anymore. So, you know, there was a depression.
Wow, and she leaves with so much disrespect and disregard. But at the beginning of this video, she had tears coming to her eyes saying that he wasn't home, like he was at his sister's house. You see how quickly the emotions changed? And I'm not saying this is in all women. Some women have more self-control than others. But you see how like her emotions just changed? From her being sad he's not there to completely just like destroying his name, putting out his financial problems and all this other stuff. Yo, marriage is looking like a scam, man. Not for the older generation, but for millennials and forward. Right? It's looking like a real scam. And Will Smith, he's not even a millennial, I don't think, but like with him and Jada Pinkett and just like all these other established marriages that you go decades and then find out that the person doesn't even really like you in a split second and just destroy your name. Pretty disgusting, man. It doesn't give a lot of men hope for marriage. Like,
And I've been going, you know,
damn.
dealing with all of this stuff. And I'm sorry, you know, I'm not sorry for what I'm doing. I'm just sorry that he can't understand that that wasn't a selfish decision. It was a decision that I made. I made an executive decision when my man wasn't taking the lead. I really love Joe. I love him.
You love him right after disrespecting the hell out of him.
If he never speaks to me again, I still will do things to help him or whatever I can because he's my family. You know, he's like an intricate part of my life and I just want the best for us. And I wish he wanted that also. That's really where I'm at. You know, I wish that he wanted the best for us.
The best for us. Yo, the first. I'm not sure how many conversations they had, but it seemed like that video she uploaded first was the first time they actually had to talk about the OnlyFans. And like she was just recording with the look on her face, and just like it was nothing. Like she felt disrespected by him asking about it. But now she's all emotional, crying. Like she's every minute she just disrespected this guy. Like women are so, oh my god. You can't even try to understand women, man. I'm not even gonna try right now. My brain might fucking explode out my head.
Because he's not really wanting the best for himself. So I can't expect him to do for him what he can't do for himself, I guess. And that's why I just did what I had to do.
Have you drawn that line in the sand that you will continue doing?
Damn, oh buddy is looking old, man. Good God, boy. Telling all them people business for years, boy, take a toll on your ass, won't it?
OnlyFans?
Unless something else happens that, changes that, no, I'm going to continue my OnlyFans. I think as a couple and just him individually, he needs counseling to help find out how to re-find himself and find his new place in the world. It's really hard once you've had a major career. You were this number one draft pick, and then everything ends. How do you deal with that? I don't want to be alone, but if that's what it has to be, that's what it has to be. But I don't think we'll have a divorce. I don't think so. I think he'll come around.
He'll come around. I don't want to be alone. But the sad thing about that is that, beautiful women like her not gonna be alone anyway. Because you got men out here that, care more about sex and looks more than they care about, who's actually in the bed with them. So I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be alone. She don't have to be alone. Somebody on her OnlyFans scoop her in a heartbeat. But these women start to understand that, it's a lot more past sex and looks. It's a lot where you want somebody that understands you and, feel what you feel. That's why a lot of people in this society that we live in right now are just sick, man. Everybody's looking for love. Everybody's looking for, their soulmate. And, all the toxic shit that they loved and they, put so much behind, it's turning out to be, a shit show for them and for everybody else. That toxic culture that they've been pushing on us for the past decade at least, it's not good, man. And you see the results. Sometimes it takes time to see the results, and you see the results of it. We have a lot of broken relationships, and people that's in relationships aren't even content. They just, it's the best thing for them at the time financially, and just the best thing for them at the time. It's harder to just, okay, this isn't working, I'm gonna just take off today, whole new life. And life doesn't work like that. People have to be realistic about these things. From start to finish, it's gonna take time to do anything. But this is just a crazy story, man. Because she showed concern and then disrespect. Like, it's hard to read women, man. Good luck to both of them, but this is a pretty crazy story, man. Just an example of how the internet, social media, and all this other shit is just terrible for people in relationships and just in general. The computer and social media, we make money off of this shit. We try to make money, build a brand, do whatever, but it's really just terrible. Social media is terrible. It did a lot of terrible shit for the world. It gave us some good stuff like instant information, but look what it's doing to the actual people and humans. Sad shit to see, man. Well, y'all seen it like I seen it, man. I'm out.